Hi there, and welcome to my studio in Cornwall. So today's colours will be cerulean blue, cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, black, white, cream, burnt umber, raw sienna, and pink. So it's a beautiful spring day here in Cornwall, and I'm going to paint a seascape today. You'll see that I've painted the top part, the top third of the painting in a dark blue. And through the painting, I will be adding layers to that. So at the moment, this is just the preliminary sketch in paint. And I'm using acrylic paint. And I'm just putting in where I want the sky, the sea, and the sand to be at the beach in this painting. So I'm just roughly putting in just by using the colours, the corresponding colours. You'll notice that I'm keeping my brush strokes very, very loose. I'm not trying to make the area that I'm working on any solid colour. I want it to be patchy. That's, sort of, I keep adding colour to my brush. Maybe some cream, maybe some dark blue. And I won't clean my brush in between colours. I will just go straight from the blue to the raw sienna. You'll notice that. And it all adds to the lovely layered look and loose brushstroke look of the Impressionist painting. So this is very much at the initial stages, obviously, but you'll see already that I've got a sky, I've got some cliffs in the far distance on the left-hand side, and you'll see that I've got a beach and where I want the sea to be. So this is just a good indication to me on, how things are looking up to this point. I'm working out, do those rocks look the right size? Do the cliffs look the right size? And how the overall composition of the painting is looking. Because at this stage, things can be changed very easily. The rocks could be made smaller or larger, and the cliffs could be made bigger. And so now I'm putting some other colours into the sky. And I've used the raw sienna mixed with some raw umber for this colour that you see going in there now. I want some nice rich colours for my cloud base to be around. And so here I'm just adding another layer to the very top part of the sky, and I'm aiming for a lovely a cross between ultramarine and royal, dark royal blue. So I've mixed ultramarine, I've mixed cobalt, and I've put in some cerulean and some black. And you can see there that it's made a very rich blue, and that's what I'm looking for, because it's just for the top part of the painting, because when I varnish that painting, that will look so rich, that beautiful blue. Now this is about the third coat, and there will probably be more coats going into that beautiful blue, dark blue sky. It's not a midnight blue, it's more of the royal blue, but a dark royal blue. And so I'm just adding some different colours with a palette knife onto the cliffs in the background and the rocks on the beach. So I'm just adding any colour that I think might look good. There'll be some blues, there'll be some black at the base of those rocks and the base of the cliffs, and I'll just keep working on it and working on it. And now, so that the foreground dries, the rocks and the cliffs, I give that a rest. I keep moving from one area of the painting to another, and this is because I want the previous area to dry a little bit, and that's the beauty of acrylics. You couldn't do this with oils. Take weeks and weeks to dry, but acrylics it's brilliant because they dry quite quick. So I've just added a little bit of cloud into that sky. And whatever I've got on my brush, I usually use in other areas of the painting. Like the foreground, I will just use my brush to add some variation into the beach area. And all the time, I'm adding more colour and more colour to the sky. I've got a nice underlayer there of cloud, and I've also like to bring down, I like to get a light cut when I've got a light colour on my brush, like I have there, slightly lighter blue. I like to bring that down over the cliffs, and it gives the impression of mist. So, I don't like the hard lines on cliffs. I'm just starting to add some highlights, and I'm just beginning to get where I want my clouds to be, how I want them to look. So I'm just pulling in stuff where, clouds where I think they're going to look good. Of course, if they don't, I'll just, paint over them. It's all very experimental at the moment, not experimental for technique, but more experimental for where exactly you want to place the clouds. I usually use a cream when I'm painting clouds, Sometimes I use white, and very rarely I use white for the highlights. And so you'll see that I'm working around those lovely smoky blues and smoky brown colours in the sky. I'm just working on the highlights around that area. And now I'm putting in some surf with my palette knife and just adding a little bit of surf to that. See at the back there. And just putting in some colours, a few random colours really, into that foreground. And I decided to add a few more rocks in the foreground there, just some dark rocks, just so that it makes the composition look a little bit more cohesive. And here I'm putting in another coat of the lovely dark blue into the sky just at the top. And I've added more ultramarine to make it a little bit richer and more of a royal blue than a midnight blue. And now for a final layer of cloud. I think this is going to be the final finishing layer of cloud. And I'm going to leave some of the blue, the smoky blue, exposed. So while I'm putting in this final layer of cloud, I thought I would just take time to mention my private tuition that I do in my studio here in Cornwall. A lot of people come down on holiday and have a private, one-on-one day of like a workshop, and the workshops run from 10 in the morning till 3 o'clock, and there's a nice light lunch provided as well. And it's a one-on-one. I do a one-on-one lessons and show you all my techniques on how to do a landscape or a seascape. So I just thought I'd mention that. You can get the details of that by emailing me. And my email address is in my profile. And so I decided to put in a very far distant lighthouse on those cliff tops to warn all the sailors to stay away from those rocks. And I'm just putting in a few yachts in the distance with my tiny palette knife. And just put in as many as you like. And don't forget they're being tossed about in the sea, so don't put them upright, don't put them all upright, have them slightly sloping, just as they would be if they were in a rather choppy sea. And don't forget to leave a nice little space at the bottom for your signature and the date. And a good way to do this is to scratch into wet paint. And so we're coming to the end of the painting now. I hope you've enjoyed it. The channel can be supported by super thanks or simply by liking, sharing and subscribing. And with that, I'll say bye for now, but as always, love from Cornwall.